I got the valve covers removed off camera. As you can see, the valve cover on this bank is off. Same thing over here. Now, one thing I noticed was when I took the valve cover off, the seal that seals the third cylinder, the third spark plug tube seal, was torn. I will show it to you on the valve cover. Okay, so I removed the cover, I took them to the bench. Let me show you our valve covers. Here are the gaskets that we're gonna install. So this is the gasket set for the intake manifold. And then this is the gasket set for the valve covers. It's a Fel Pro valve cover gasket set. This is what we're gonna install. This is our intake manifold, which I removed off camera. I'm gonna clean this off very well before I put it back on. This is the top part of the intake manifold. So this piece, let me remove this bolt. So this piece goes over here. Okay, so that goes there. You have to remove this piece to get access to the intake manifold bolts. This is the valve cover that's on the bank next to the radiator, so the front bank. So it looks like these gaskets were replaced at some point. These are not OEM valve cover gaskets. Now, if we look at the spark plug tube seals, look at these seals. This one looks good, this one looks good, this one looks good. Although we didn't have a leak on the front bank, we're gonna replace all these spark plug tube seals and the valve cover gasket also. Okay, now this is the valve cover that goes on the back bank. Okay, so of course we're gonna replace the valve cover gasket. I want you guys to look at the spark plug tube seals. So look at this seal. This seal is pretty good. Look at this one, but look at this one over here. What do you see? Do you see a problem here? This one is torn. So this is cylinder 3. This is the spark plug tube seal that was sealing the spark plug tube on cylinder 3. So this was torn. This was allowing engine oil to fall inside the spark plug tube. So basically what happens is, let's go to the vehicle, I'll show you. So the spark plug tube seal seals this tube and the valve cover. So if the seal leaks, it's gonna allow oil inside the engine to fall inside this tube, which is gonna go down to the spark plug and get it wet, and that's gonna cause this cylinder to misfire. So that is what was causing cylinder 3 to misfire. Okay, so we found the problem. Really easy to see. Okay, this one is good, this one is good, but the spark plug tube seal on cylinder 3 is torn. Okay, so this is the problem, guys. I hope you can see that right there. Yeah, so this is torn, this one is not, this one is not. Now I don't know what happened. I don't know what has caused this to tear or crack. I don't know, maybe just the heat, because if this happened when these seals were replaced, this engine should have started misfiring from the get-go. So I don't know if he got this vehicle serviced recently, I don't know, but I don't really know what happened. Maybe over time with the heat. I mean, this seal doesn't look hardened, it's pretty soft. So maybe it got damaged when it was being installed, maybe, because these gaskets are not OEM. So we found the problem. I'm gonna replace all these spark plug tube seals. I'm gonna replace all these gaskets, and then I'm gonna put everything back together off camera, and then I will bring you guys back up. So I'm gonna clean everything. I'm gonna reinstall everything off camera. I'm gonna replace the plugs and the third ignition coil, and then I will bring you guys back up so we can start the engine. So I'm gonna put everything back together off camera, and then I will bring you guys back up. I have put everything back together. Our valve covers have been installed. The intake manifold is installed. I also replaced this air inlet tube, so we're good to go. So now let's go in the vehicle so we can start the engine. Let's see how the engine is gonna run now. So we replaced the valve cover gasket and the spark plugs and one ignition coil. So this vehicle should run a lot better. So right there, as you can hear, the engine is running. The vehicle sounds good. Okay, we're good to go. So the engine sounds good, it sounds smooth. I'm gonna install the engine cover and then we're gonna take this on a test drive. So we're good to go. I'm gonna turn off the engine. I will put the engine cover off camera and then I'll bring you guys back up so we can take this on a test drive. I'm gonna have to erase the code so we can get rid of the check engine light. I got the vehicle off the lift. I have installed the engine cover. So now we're gonna take the vehicle for a test drive. We're gonna close the hood. I cleared the code out of the engine computer. So let's go for a spin. We're gonna have another happy customer. I don't wanna go far as we test drive this vehicle because I wanna come back and work on that Sprinter. And hopefully I can also get to this Kia over here. I have a long day ahead of me, so hopefully I can fix 3 cars today. That's kind of my goal. My goal is to fix 3 cars a day. So if I don't, hopefully I can finish that Kia, and then tomorrow I will work on this truck, this red Ram truck, and then I have this BMW that doesn't start, so it's a crank no start. Hopefully we're gonna film that too. And then I have a Nissan. I don't know what Nissan this one is. There's a Nissan behind this van. I'll show it to you. So this one, I have that Nissan over there. That one, check engine light is on, and then I have the blue Sprinter. And then we have another Chevy back there. That Chevy over there. So it's a busy week. Hopefully all these vehicles won't give us a hard time trying to fix them, and hopefully we're gonna film all these vehicles. Hopefully we're gonna film everything we're gonna do on these vehicles. So stay tuned. There will be a lot of cool videos coming up soon. All right, so this vehicle is driving well. Check engine light is off. The engine is not misfiring. This is good, okay? Just based on how the engine runs and how the vehicle is driving right now, I can tell that this is fixed. So I don't want to go far. Like I said earlier, I have a long day ahead of me, so I have 2 more cars I have to hopefully fix today so I can kind of get caught up. So I'm gonna turn around somewhere up here and then I will drive back to the shop so we can wrap up this video. This is good. Okay, it's fixed. It sounds like this vehicle is gonna need wheel bearings. I don't know if you can hear, there is a growling noise coming from the front end of the vehicle. And this vehicle has 213,000 miles. 213,585. Yeah, this vehicle has a lot of miles. Okay, so let me turn around here and drive back to the shop. Okay, I'm gonna turn around here. Okay, let's drive back. This is fixed. we're good to go. This van drives pretty well. Look how beautiful this area is. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a pretty nice drive. All right, so we are back at the shop. We're good. This is fixed. Okay, so I'm gonna park the vehicle up front, and then we're going to call the customer so he can come pick up his vehicle. So this is good. Check engine light didn't come back on. I'm gonna bring up our scan tool. Let's scan the engine computer to see if there's a code that came back. Permanent codes, no codes present. So that's it. We are done. Now let's wrap up the video. This Honda Odyssey is fixed. We're gonna have another happy customer. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.